Hi, I'm Mumble, and I'm gonna try and be as loud as I can without being too loud, if that makes any sense. So what I got here is a couple Call of Duty game battles gameplays. There's two because I figured that this commentary is gonna be at least long enough for me to put it in and speed it up. So anybody who doesn't know what game battles is, I'm not really gonna go into it. It's just pretty much competitive Call of Duty. I talk about it a little bit in my other videos. That's pretty much the only thing I do on Call of Duty. Gonna be excited going into Ghost to do that. Um, and I'm definitely even more excited for the 24-hour stream that I'm going to be doing for Ghost. So if you guys haven't gone to my Twitch channel yet, it'd definitely be pretty sick if you could do that. Go ahead, follow it. I will be going live around 12:30 at night, technically in the morning, on November 5th, and I will be streaming for 24 hours straight. Alright, so I'm going to go right into this. Today, I'm not going to be talking about some stupid shit that you guys probably don't want to hear, but I'm going to be telling a story, and you might not even want to hear that. But I'm going to be telling a story about what happened a couple weeks ago when I went camping with my family. Now, I guess we can start off by saying that we took two cars because I had to come back home and work Sunday. So we left on Saturday night. No, we left Saturday morning, I think. We left Saturday morning. Did we? Yeah, we left Saturday morning, and we drove up Saturday morning. It was in New Hampshire, so it was like an hour and a half drive. And for the most part, we stuck like I was right behind my parents the whole time. Me and my brother drove in my truck, and then my parents drove in the minivan in front of us. So we were behind them for most of the time, and pretty good ride. No, like the weather was good. Nothing bad really was happening, and we were like I don't know, like a half an hour away, and these like crazy guys like came like not an exit, but I guess the opposite, like on the on ramp, and they came out behind us and like skidded their tires and just like it like there was smoke everywhere. And it was either they skidded their tires or like their engine blew out, but they came out behind us, and they were like, there was something wrong. They were like, I don't know how old they were, like 20, 30 years old. And they got behind us, and I was just driving, and I knew that they were just weird. And I'm like, I don't know. If there's somebody on the road that's like being a dick first, then I will interact with them. But usually I won't brake check people unless they do something to start it. But these guys were just fucking crazy people. They like they were two kids, and I don't even. It was just fucking weird. So they were behind us, like pretty far behind us. I would say like 10, 15 cars lengths behind us, and they like swerved into like the breakdown lane and almost hit the guardrail, and then swerved back into the lane, and like. I see that, and I'm like, holy shit, what is going on? I don't want to die. And so I kind of sped up a little bit to catch up to my parents a little more because they were starting to get a little bit ahead because I was kind of just, not really mesmerized, but just dumbfounded that these people actually have a license. So my parents had noticed it too at this point, and they were, obviously pretty scared, I guess, for me and my brother because these guys are crazy. So I don't know, we were driving, a couple seconds go by, and I turn around, and these guys were right on my ass, like, I swear, another inch, and they would have been in the bed of my truck. And these guys were just fucking crazy. So they were riding us for a while, and then we come up to the lights, where it splits into two lanes, and we were turning left, and my dad was in the left-hand lane turning left, and this guy, like, I wish I could like show you with my hands what happened, but like he came and he swerved to the right of me. I was like going to turn to the left, like to get in the left-hand turning lane, and he swerved to the right of me to pass me, and like almost hit me, going way too fast. So my dad saw it, and he like I don't know why, but I don't know. It was just such a weird thing. My dad swerved right in front of him. I wish I could like reenact this in GTA or something. But he swerved like right in front of him in the middle like of the intersection and just slammed on his brakes, and then this guy had nothing to do but slam on his brakes. So then I'm like, you know what? We're doing bad cop, bad cop. I gotta go in harder. So my brother's screaming the whole time. He's like a not really a pessimist, kind of like a pussy. He doesn't want to get involved in it. So we pull up next to him, and at this point my dad has started driving again through the intersection, and we pull up next to him, and I pull up next to this guy, and like it's New Hampshire, and I don't want to like be stereotypical, but fucking people in New Hampshire are fucking weird. If anybody's from around here, people in New Hampshire, like, they can have guns. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a grenade or something that they could have thrown at us. So I had my window down, and I was just kind of I was smiling at them when my brother was pooping his pants. But I was smiling at them, and we had them boxed in, and we were driving like 30, 40 miles per hour down the road. And so we don't know where we are. You know, we just know we're in New Hampshire on the way to our campsite. And these guys, I'm sure they're like townies from there, just crazy kids. My guess would be they're like mid to late 20s would be my best guess. And so we're driving, we have him boxed in, and the kid in the passenger like literally looked like he didn't want to do anything at all. He was just completely like look straight forward, and then all of a sudden they roll down their window, and I see this guy's face, and he just looks like a fucking weird, scary dude. And he's like rolling his window down, yelling, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And I'm like, all right, guess it's time to bounce. So I roll my window and I drive like ahead, because I like, for some reason I saw my dad in the left-hand lane, but I figured that we were still going straight, so I kind of like peeled off and left and went ahead of my dad and my mom. And then I was driving, and like just a second later, this guy like quickly got in front of my dad and blocked the entire intersection, like blocked both ways of traffic. And like my dad, he said the first thing he did was lock his doors. Like, this guy can do whatever he wants. My doors are locked. I'm not worried. It's a little side note, but he one time some guy cut him off when he was younger, when he was with my mom, when they were boyfriend and girlfriend a while ago, and they cut him off. So my dad chased him and honked at him. So this guy, when they were on the off ramp, when we're getting off at the exit, he did the same thing, blocked him in, stopped traffic, and he got out of his car, ripped one of my dad's windshield wipers off his car, and started beating like the window. He headbutted the driver's side window and broke the glass, and the guy went away. And then my dad wanted to press charges, and I guess the guy was like part of the mafia, and like the district attorney was like, "I really don't think you should press charges." And once my dad found out he's part of the mafia, he's like, "Yeah, I think we're done here." So he's had his fair share of road rage. He's such a funny guy. I wanted to have him come and talk with us, or with me, and I wanted to have my brother do it too, try and get their opinion. But I don't know, I kind of slacked off, and I'm recording this at 1 in the morning, so I didn't want to wake him up and have him come and do the commentary with me, because I didn't do it beforehand. This was, again, a couple of weeks ago, but now I'm getting sidetracked. So so I had just pulled away, and he had gotten in front of my dad, and he started yelling and pointed down this like old, like, windy road, and pointed down this old windy road that was right to the left. So I was so like scared for my parents, and these are older dudes. Like, obviously I'm not going to be able to take him, but my guess would be that if he got out of the car and started trying to hit my dad could take him, and then if he couldn't, then me and my brother could go and pick up the slack a little bit, I guess. So my brother, we were driving away, and I was laughing. I just had a great time. Couldn't wait to talk to my dad and say how fucking awesome we were, and how like we should try out for Fast and Furious. And my brother tells me, he said, "Jake, I'm pretty sure Mom and Dad are in trouble." So I turn around, and I look over my shoulder, and they're like out there, and these guys are getting out of the car, and they start walking towards my dad's minivan. So I pull over, and like there's like on the to the right of the road, there's just like this big dirt patch, and I pull over. Oh man, I can't even, this is like all my GTA experience. I pulled one of the most beautiful 180s you could ever imagine in the dirt, and just turned around and went right after this guy. And I was in the road, and my dad was in the road, and there's traffic all the way behind my dad, and this guy had went down the street, this windy street that obviously we'd never been on. So So I was like, so my dad was like, "You go, I'll be right behind you," and for some reason, like it was his fault. We decided later it was his fault because he had, I guess, meant that I should turn around and just go back, head towards where we were headed, and we'd meet up someplace. But I thought that something happened, like he had hit my dad, or he had like bumped up my dad's car, or something happened, and I was gonna go get their license plate and then go away. So me and my brother are going down the road, and these guys are fucking flying down the road. I don't know. I see they were driving so fast. I thought they were trying to get away. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna catch him. I'm in a truck, so I mean the handling isn't great, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna catch this dude because I don't know why my dad wanted him, but he did. And we go behind him. We get behind him close enough. He pulls over in front, like at this bridge, and this was like literally a place where like you can find dead bodies. so, I'm there. I get the license plate, and he reaches out of his car window, and I didn't know if he had a gun or what, but he ended up just like opening his window, from opening his door from the outside, because I guess he couldn't do it from the inside. And I'm like, all right, that's just badass enough. I gotta get out of here. So I was like, you know what? We gotta get out of here. So I drove, like, this is a windy road, like, turns all over the place. I was going 70, 75 miles an hour, just getting the hell out of there as fast as I could, trying to get away from this guy, this crazy guy. So we ended up, like, 10 minutes away from where it all first happened. So we had to call my parents and meet up. My mom was like hysterical. She thought I was gonna die. She thought we were gonna get killed. And my dad was starting to freak out too. And I had my brother, who's like a little baby, call my mom, and neither of them could talk to each other. So I stole the phone from Maddie, my brother, and my dad stole the phone from my mom. And then we just decided someplace to meet up. We ended up meeting up at a gas station, and I pulled up into the gas station, and they got in like a few seconds behind us. And I was like, yo, Maddie, Dad's gonna be rip shit at me, and I gotta like try and defend myself. And like I was like, I'm either gonna defend myself or I'm gonna like start fake crying just so I don't get yelled at, because I don't want to deal with it right before we get to the campsite, because then everybody will be in a bitchy mood. So I'm like, so I get out of the car, Maddie gets out of the car, and then my dad gets out of the car. My mom's staying in the car, and apparently my dad said to my mom, "Watch this," and he said, he started screaming at me. He said, "You listen, you fucking listen." And I'm like, oh my god, Dad, you confused me. He's like, you better fucking shut up and listen. Now that was some serious driving right there. And then me and my brother just started flipping out, and like my dad, like that was like the best bonding moment me and my dad have had in such a long time. Oh man, dude, it was just such a funny thing. And dude, I don't know if it was a had to be there moment, or if this story like was fun for you guys, but like, if you were there, man, like, I have a GoPro, and I've always wanted to put it on my head when I drive. First of all, I look like a friggin' idiot, so I don't do it, but, and second of all, like, nothing ever cool happens until this, and, you know, now this is going to make me want to use a headset, or a head cam, and then it'll never happen again. So, it kind of sucks, but, I mean, I'm glad we had the memory at least, because it was just so much fun, man. I felt like fucking Vin Diesel or Paul Walker, oh man, it was so cool. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna try and, these videos are probably sped up when I'm not getting kills. I guess we'll talk about it for like 30 seconds. If you guys didn't realize already, my teammate got booted in the second video, and I still beat these kids. They were good ranks, and I still beat them. And, the first one, just freaking great game. Anyway, I know this video is long. Hope you guys stayed for the whole thing. If you guys did, you guys are fucking awesome, first of all, and I just really appreciate it. I'm just still trying to start off this YouTube. I'm uploading videos as often as I can. That's not true. I could be doing it out more often. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just forget about it. But, anyways, I'm gonna upload as often as I can. I really hope you guys do enjoy this video, in this story, because I fucking had a great time when it happened, and I had a great time just telling it to you guys right now. So if you guys want to hear more stories, this one I'm probably going to be doing more often, because I do stupid shit like channel updates and fucking spend 35 minutes talking about stupid shit that you guys don't want to hear about, and it bores you guys. So my plan now is to start doing more like interesting videos. and stories. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch. It's been High on Mumble. Don't forget to follow the stream for the Ghost 24-hour stream. Don't forget to follow this YouTube and my Mumble 410 YouTube. I upload funny videos like every day, as often as I can. If you guys follow that, it'd be fucking awesome. Thanks, man. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.